Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, this video is for Pisces, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising. So before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying in this video does not resonate with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, okay? And that's linked down in the description box. Alright, so let's go on and get started. For the energy during this Aquarian lunar cycle, Pisces, you have the water card coming up. Aquarius also got this energy, so I think it is coming in kind of with a little bit of the same message. Aquarius is starting a new cycle. Pisces, you are actually getting ready to wrap one up. So, and you guys know I keep my readings very honest. I feel like that's the only way to be. So with that being said, I think this water card coming up for you guys here, and if you look at the numerology on here too, it's the number 18, which breaks down to 9, which is the number of ending cycles and ascension, getting ready to go into the next chapter. You guys are getting ready to have your birthdays coming up in about a month here, right? So, or a few weeks for some of you. This water card, as you guys know, water is the cleansing element. Water washes away, water cleanses, water releases. Water also clears things out so that you have a newfound sense of clarity. It refreshes as well. So I think for you guys, Pisces, the energy coming up during this lunar cycle for you, closing out this year for you, the way that your birthday is placed, you spent a lot of the 11-2 year for this birth year for you, right? So I think that this water element card coming in for you does mean that as you wrap up your years, Pisces, you are going to be revisiting a lot of the things that you went through this past year and this from your last birthday and also from the last Aquarius lunar cycle. Getting ready to go into the next, really looking at the things like, okay, what worked for me, what didn't, what am I still holding on to, what baggage am I carrying around, what dense energy is still attached to me, and how can I get rid of that. So for you Pisces, this Aquarian lunar cycle may not be the lightest energy, although it is an air lunar cycle. You guys are really coming in with the cleansing element. You guys are getting rid of things. You guys are washing things away because what these cards are popping up and telling me is that you are ready to come into your new year without all of the craziness that you had from this past year. So that energy may be popping up a lot for you during this next month, really just looking back on things, being very reflective, also really releasing things. And with that being said, water is the element attached to emotion. So as we release, don't be surprised if you feel a little sad. Don't be surprised if you start to feel a little angry. Don't be surprised if you feel all of the emotions, Pisces, because that is what energy is coming in for you in this next month, okay? The next card that you guys have coming up in your spread is the World, and the World is actually in your crossing position. So this is not a common card to pull. Typically, I like seeing this card because it is the World card. However, in the crossing position, this does tell me that Pisces, this is a card of completion. This is a card of cycles, of coming together, of happiness. This tells me, Pisces, that some of you during this next lunar cycle may be resonating in this energy of understanding that there are cycles that you need to move away from the world, but really wanting to hold on to them for whatever reason, whatever emotional investment or emotional attachment you have going on there. As I talk about in a lot of my spreads, these crossing energies, you can always turn into upright energies. For you, Pisces, this may be a little bit of a task because you are water. You do resonate with your emotions. You are very much so into spiritual and emotional connections. So for those instances, those situations, those energies that you have to release, if you had some sort of emotional investment, or if you were really, really into it or attached to it or really cared about it, it's going to be a little hard for you to let go. So this may be your crossing energy. There may be some things that pop up in regards to this water and this reflective energy that you realize, hey, I don't need to carry that around anymore. But on the other hand, because you are the Pisces, you are the fish with the tails tied together going in different directions. On the other hand, one of your fish might be like, but you know, I was really into that. I really like that. I really love that person, or I really like this job, or I really like doing things this way, and I don't really know if I'm ready to move on to this next step yet. This is a crossing energy, Pisces. Anything that you feel popping up that even comes in with the slightest hint of, oh, it's time to go, it's time to get rid of this, Pisces, it is time to get rid of it. You're getting ready to go into your new year's, You're getting ready to go into your new year. I say in a lot, hi Sheena, I say in a lot of my videos, you cannot go into the next chapter carrying around baggage from what happened prior to, because you can't focus on what's about to come into play, you're about to fall into alignment with, if you're still focused on what you're carrying around from the past. The World card is not a card that should ever come up in a crossing position. So for you Pisces, as these cycles pop up, as these revelations and these epiphanies come in, instead of wallowing in what was, you have to go on and kick it with what is finna be. All right. The next card that I have coming up for you guys is the 8 of Coins, and this is in the position of how you can get in the mix, dealing with that Aquarius energy. Aquarius is a sign of the collective. Aquarius is a very innovative sign, so it's all about new ideas and how you can mix them in and work with other people. You got the 8 of Pentacles coming up here. This is a card of building, of really planting solid seeds, of really making sure that the things that you have cultivated over this past year are really being built upon. So for you Pisces, what I would say is you guys resonate with a very creative energy, so I don't feel like there are new things that you're coming into just yet. I feel like there are a lot of different projects that you may have started already. At this point Pisces, as you get ready to wrap up your year, it's time to go back again and reflect on what's really important to you. Also let go of what's not, or what can be pushed to the back, right? Take some of those projects, take some of that energy and revisit that stuff and start to put this newfound, rejuvenated push into it so that you can build upon it. These projects, these things, if you're thinking about something right away as soon as I said that, whatever that is, if you put the work into it, especially if you've fallen off, if you put the work into it that needs to be put into it, you will definitely see this grow. This is a card of abundance. This is a card of success. And this also tells me, because it's in the position of how you can get in the mix, is that for some of these projects, Pisces, one of the main reasons they may not have been moving along is because you need to tap into some other sort of energy, or it needs to have another person's energy tossed into it. So get out there, mix, mingle, see what other people are working on. That's not to say be very mindful about the things that you're working on and the way that you present them and how you talk about them, Pisces. However, go out there, go to a few networking events. If you're a writer, go to a couple writing mixers. If you're an artist, go to a couple of art galleries on like a night where they're having events. If you like to work out and you want to get in some new classes, just pop up at the gym one night when you know a lot of people are there and just start talking to people. Build upon the things that you want to see turn into successful little beanstalks, but see if you can incorporate some other people, because this 8 of Pentacles, this 8 of Coins coming up in this position does tell me that there's a potential there for these things to be very successful. It just may take, working with a few other people, or working with a couple, or a little bit of a different energy than you are used to, or your own energy, okay? The last card that I have coming up for you guys in your spread, Pisces, is Chaos and Conflict, and this is in the position of your soul message. So I think this is just coming with a little bit of a warning to let you know that, as you start to release, as you start to look at these cycles and start to look at these things like, okay, it's time to let this go, it's time to move on from this, you will really be going through the motions. You may be feeling those emotions of grief, of loss, of sadness, because you are doing away with, you are ridding yourself of certain energies. When this card pops up, Pisces, this does also come with a little message of, you kind of having a hand to play in the chaotic energy that's swirling on around you. So with that being said, as these energies come in, as you start to release, as you start to learn things and start to see, okay, I need to let this go, and I need to let this go, and I need to move on from this, and I need to heal from this, so that you can turn this world energy into supporting energy, right? You might start to feel a little crazy. You might start to feel like things are all over the place, right? But at the same time, just the way that I talk about happiness, how it is our choice, how we can choose to be happy, and although there are things that go on around us, it is our choice to internalize. Pisces, as all of this stuff plays out for you, you have the choice. You can go with the fish that's going that way and is like calm and working through the shits, or you can be the fish that's going that way and is like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on, I'm just gonna splash around in the water right here, I'm not really gonna do much, but I'm gonna splash. You know what I'm saying? I would say, especially because we're getting ready, y'all are getting ready to come into your new year, go with the fish going in the direction of working through and releasing and healing so that you can come into your new year not even worrying about this chaotic energy. This chaos and conflict is, you know, it's not the best card popping up, but it's better to have it popping up at the end of your year rather than coming into your new year. So there it is, Pisces. Those are your cards. I hope that that reading provided you with some insight. If you feel like you need a little bit more of an explanation, or you want some more clarity, or you'd like a personal reading, feel free to go on and book one with me. And I do have all of that information listed below. Check out all the links, all the things. Thank you guys for rocking with me and watching my video, and I will see you guys next time.